Welcome back to The Exchange. Merck's COVID antiviral drug getting FDA approval today as cases continue to surge across the country. That makes it the second antiviral drug, along with Pfizer's, to get authorization and marks another step in the fight against COVID-19. So now we have vaccines, we have antivirals, we have antibody treatments, et cetera, from AstraZeneca, from Vir, from GSK. But how effective are these tools to beat back the virus? Joining me now is Dr. Purvi Parikh, immunologist and vaccine researcher at NYU's Langone. I wonder, doctor, if you take a look at the portfolio of weapons that have been developed in a very relatively short amount of time, this is a battle that we should be able to win in relatively short order, is it not?
Yes, absolutely. And we're in a significantly better place than we were at this time last winter. Given that point, it was just the start of the vaccine rollout. Now we have many vaccinated individuals and this whole battery of other tools to fight against the virus.
All right. So doctor, if you take a look, let's talk about the news of the day. We've got this new pill from Merck getting authorization. We've got a pill from Pfizer. Can you take us through the differences between those particular pills with each other and then how they differ from some of the other treatments that are available to the market right now?
Yes, absolutely. So, Merck's pill does vary in efficacy from Pfizer's. So, for example, Merck's was found to be 30% effective in decreasing hospitalizations and death if given in that first 3 to 5 days of onset of symptoms, whereas Pfizer is close to almost 90% efficacious at reducing hospitalizations and death. The other difference is in who they're approved for. So, for example, Merck currently is only approved for 18 and up and not for children or pregnant women due to some concerns with its mechanism of action playing a role in childhood growth development or fetus development, whereas Pfizer is approved for age 12 and up as long as that child is at least 88 pounds. But there are some drawbacks with Pfizer, too. You do have to take 6 pills a day, almost 3 morning and night for 5 days. And it can interact with other medications and may not be suitable for certain individuals who might have, let's say, liver disease or other issues. So that's why it's important. And then their mechanism of action is very different. The way Merck works is it actually interferes with the virus's RNA and ability to replicate, whereas the Pfizer antiviral, again, stops replication as well, but also has another antiviral combined with it called ritonavir, which keeps it in your blood circulation longer so it has enough time to take its effect.
So, doctor, I mean, you're a medical doctor. You specialize in these types of situations with the human body. Based upon everything you just explained and laid out, it almost seems like there are more concerns about taking some of these antivirals than just getting the shot, the vaccine. What exactly then is the right or proper or recommended course of action from somebody like you with regard to how you best prepare yourself to battle COVID-19 as a person?
Listen, in all things medicine, prevention is still number one. Prevention is key. Nothing replaces not getting sick at all. Even mild and moderate cases of COVID-19 have proven to have already long-term consequences that we're seeing nearly 2 years later. We don't know how long these will last. And given the side effect profiles of these 2 antivirals I just went through, it's not an easy walk in the park taking these pills either. But now the benefit is, let's say you are vaccinated and you do happen to get sick and you're a high-risk individual, elderly, heart disease, diabetes, or immunocompromised where you can't respond to the vaccines as effectively as everyone else. Now we have a backup plan to keep you out of the hospital, to keep you from passing away. And that's huge. We didn't have these options even a few months ago.
All right. And before we let you go, we've talked a lot about, is this the transition season year that it goes from COVID pandemic to COVID more endemic? Is this going to be a situation where hopefully by the winter of 2022, we're treating this like the common cold and or the flu?
Yes, well, fingers crossed. And this is what many experts are predicting, given that Omicron, although very highly contagious, not to be taken lightly, it is a milder form of the previous variant. Luckily, we're not seeing that spike in deaths and hospitalizations as we did with Delta. So fingers crossed that this is the beginning of the end, as they say, in terms of the virus losing its strength. and virulence. And hopefully it does turn from pandemic to endemic, because it's been quite a long